KeKe putting down 2 more hatcheries just in between his natural and his main. So I think it's going to be a 5-hatch Hydra bust. That robotic support is down for JangBi, so I think you are right, and he is going for that Ser Reaver build.
Looks like KeKe does have some lurkers out and is actually setting up for a contain here. Actually, bad positioning there. Lurker taking a few hits, might actually die. They're just out of range now. Hitting that forge out of range of the cannons. That's going to be very, very annoying for JangBi, but fortunately for him, he'll have Reavers coming out very soon, and they're, of course, very effective in defense, especially when supported by cannons and things of that nature. So this attack shouldn't face him too much, I don't feel.
Yeah, he has been forced to put down 3 more cannons, which he probably didn't want to do. He does have that Reaver now and that shuttle, so those lurkers are going to have to retreat. But they did enough, I suppose.
Yeah, what it does do is stall JangBi's his upgrades for a time and really, force him to waste 150 minerals. It looks like KeKe is busting down these temples, and unfortunately for JangBi, he doesn't have any cannons up there at the moment. Should have an Odd Spade coming out soon, I imagine, or maybe just some Templar tech to get some stalks out.
He doesn't have any cannons because, and he can't put down any cannons because he has no forge.
Actually, that's a good point. I forgot about that.
Those Corsairs do have +1 air attack, and an Overlord going down, but there's enough Hydras to forge just gone down now for JangBi. He's being contained here. These Hydras have been able to get through the back, and I think they might be able to do some damage. He has wings and support as well as Hydras, but Scarabs just eat Hydras for breakfast.
It looks like this also is going to take a few hits. I don't think anyone down, but certainly some will be close.
And an Templar archive going up for JangBi now. That's as a large Hydra and Lurker force. And he really needs to take down that Reaver really quickly. There's red blood everywhere. 2 more Reavers, so they'll have to retreat. A good defend by JangBi. He did lose a lot of cannons. He did lose a few pylons. He lost his forge again, it seems, or he's putting down a second one. KeKe also expanding at that 1 o'clock base.
Unfortunately for JangBi, his Ser Reaver build has not been very successful so far, because part of the Ser Reaver build is that you want to be very, very aggressive with those Reavers, of course, while picking up more expansions, and he just hasn't had a chance to do that. He's been very well contained in his base. Looks like a couple of Overlords going down, but KeKe's very, very aggressive play and attacking from multiple fronts, really keeping JangBi on his toes, has meant that he's unable to take advantage of the extreme mobility of the build he's chosen.
Yeah, that is true, and those Reavers just taking on 2 Hydralisks. I think that's a pretty uneven fight, to be honest. 2 Reavers versus 2 Hydralisks, and KeKe. Yeah, I think he's going in also, both sides. The Korean commentators are very excited about this play. He's managed to get some Hydras into his main. That Reaver will go down. It won't get picked up by the shuttle. That shuttle will go down. I think this is GG. Yeah.
Very impressive play from KeKe, actually. Looks like this Dark Templar might be able to kill a couple of those Hydras that
he does have his Overlords, which he has been carrying around with his force for the entire game. So I'm obviously a bit concerned about some Dark Templar.
Definitely, KeKe's done a good job of taking advantage of the weaknesses of JangBi's build, which is that he doesn't have a lot of ground forces. If you can force those Reavers into multiple positions, it's hard to defend.
Yeah,
and they're unable to attack.
JangBi also had to invest a lot in static defense. He got his observatory quite late. He had to rely on static defense as his detector. And unfortunately, static defense is by definition static. And once it goes down, he was caught out of position. And GG coming from JangBi.
Yeah, probably holding on to the absolute maximum he could without being too ashamed, considering that this is the deciding game in this set. KeKe looking very happy with winning what I would call 2 upset wins, certainly.
But all credit to KeKe. He played very well, and he should be very happy that his team has won this round. He played very well against 2, what I would call players of a much higher caliber than himself. Although he is a new player, he has done very well against these two veterans, as it were.
Definitely, I quite like KeKe's very aggressive play. Definitely taking advantage of all the aspects of Medusa. I quite enjoyed watching that. I'd like to see a couple of his games go into a bit more of a leisure game to see if he's as strong there. I have a feeling that he might not be, which would explain his highly aggressive play.
It might be like Firebat Hero versus Protoss, where he opens just with a really aggressive start, and if that fails, can't finish it.
Yeah, that could definitely be the case.
Well, thanks for watching, and that concludes this set and my first solo and part dual commentary. Thanks, and GG.
Thanks for listening, you guys.